Remember when you killed Crota? Yeah, well, his dad, Oryx, isn't too happy about that, so he comes to the solar system to clap your cheeks. The Blue Man group tries to stop him, but Oryx doesn't like to be stopped, so his ship releases the biggest fart ever ripped. The Blue Man group is no more. Mara, dead. Uldren, screaming. Oryx then unleashes his cosmic spunk across the solar system. Cayde tells you to get on Oryx's ship and shut down the weapon. And then you have to fight Oryx. But in order to do that, you have to be a hive god. So you go to Crota's funeral and you take his soul and you wear it. Then you call Oryx a bitch. And then you kill him. But Sike Oryx has taken Oryx. You go to the raid, you play some basketball, and then you kill a very large Oryx. This is Oryx now. Feel old yet? Do you remember when you killed Oryx? Well, he kinda took himself to make sure he'd live forever. And you just can't have that, so you go with a fire team of 6 to the court of Oryx to open up a portal to the Ascendant Realm. You jumped through a jumping puzzle, and after that you play possibly the greatest game of 3v3 pickup basketball that's ever been played. Then you get branded over and over again until the Warpriest deems you worthy enough to kill them. So you kill them. Then you go to the wine cellar and you kill an ogre while standing in some splooge. Now that you've done that, it's time to fight Oryx, a very large Oryx. So you go to kill him and his daughters while traveling through different dimensions, eventually sending Oryx's corpse into Saturn. After killing Oryx for the first time, you look at his sword and think,
wow, that was really cool,
and decide to make your own. So naturally, you run around the dreadnought picking up flakes and calcified fragments to form a blade like a Forged in Fire challenge. You then use that blade to kill Ekthar. After that, you resource farm and get ability kills until everything goes numb, and boom! You have one of the highest DPS weapons in the game. Or you picked Boltcaster. You have killed Oryx. And now, as a guardian, it is your legal obligation to turn his sorry ass into a gun. With the help of Eris Morn, you infuse Oryx's soul into a scout rifle. After killing him again. And believe me when I tell you, it hurts. Yes, not only does it hurt enemies, but it also hurts you as it hurts enemies. And after all that, now you have the best weapon for Oryx DPS. Until it gets nerfed. Oh, yeah, and Oryx wanted to be turned into a gun this whole time, so... Remember that super overpowered sniper rifle from the Crota's End raid? Well, Bungie sunset it. But hey, look! There's something weird happening in today's heroic story mission, Lost to Light. Instead of going the normal way, you go to Taniks's Catch, which is now covered in Taken splooge. So, like a janitor, you clean out the Taken corruption and kill a Taken who looks suspiciously like Tanix to receive Black Hammer. Shit, I mean Whisper. Fuck! I mean Black Spindle. You can also get it from killing Ear Ute in the Age of Triumph version of Crota's End, I guess. During a mission in the Vault of Glass, you find a dead ghost. So naturally, you bring it to that racist scrap heap, Lakshmi 2, who tells you to pay her for the next step. You do that, and then you kill some Minotaurs, then Atheon. You take his eye, and you give it to Lakshmi. Then, you look for a chest at Twilight Gap. And you run around the Black Garden for a bit. Bada bing, bada boom. You have an infinite ammo primary that is a remake of a vanilla Destiny blue weapon. Claimed to be the new G-Horn, Sleeper is a fusion rifle, but heavy. You get it by collecting fusion rifles and giving them to Banshee. But the Taken have infiltrated Rasputin. Again. And you have to watch them spawn in order to solve a puzzle. You go back to Cayde's stash to find a part for the Sleeper, and go to the Ishtar archives, find another part, and beat Warsats on 3 different destinations. After that, you talk to Banshee, kill the saber-tooth shank, and then you talk to Banshee again. Boom! Done! Heavy fusion rifle that shoots one beam that can deal precision damage a lot like Queenbreaker, but just big. Once you get some clout with Banshee, Tex Mechanica tells him to tell you to get some hand cannon kills. So you kill things with a hand cannon. After that, they send you a cool new hand cannon. It's white and it's called Imprecation. With Imprecation, you get 7 Guardian kills with headshots. Then you need to get headshots as fast as possible in PvE. Like, shoot as fast as you possibly can. After that, you get to wait a week. Boom! You got Tex Mechanica's worst weapon. It's a 110 hand cannon, not 120, with no damage perks, only 8 shots, but it does have slightly longer range. Tex Mechanica is holding another contest. This one is through the shipwright, but it's not for a ship. It's a gun, a shotgun. In fact, it's actually a slug shotgun. First, you need to learn how to use the last word, as if that's difficult, being that it 2 shots. Then you go kill things with shotguns. And the final thing you need to do is kill 2 more things with shotguns, specifically the Shield Brothers. And congrats, you have a shotgun that only one-shots on headshots, and it won't really shine for a few more years. Welcome to the Sparrow Racing League. Yes, a racing game mode within a looter shooter. The kicker is SRL is actually fun. In the Sparrow Racing League, you compete against other Guardians in Sparrow Racing. But somehow the organizers forgot to clear the track of hostile enemies, so as you and your friends are engaging in friendly competition, you have to dodge Scorch Cannons and Torch Hammers. But seriously, how many Eververse Sparrows are there? Why hasn't SRL returned in Destiny 2? Bungie, I need to flex my micro mini. Varix has been very bored since the death of Skolas, so he requests that you go hunt down and arrest Malak, the next in line for Oryx's throne, so that you can fight him week after week for the enjoyment of Varix. Eris wisely advises you to kill Malak instead. Varix is not pleased with this, but he still wants you to beat up his prisoners, which now include the Taken. You can also acquire Taken armor and weapons, and they talk to you. Honestly, why did we support Varix and his sadistic tendencies? I give Varix a
Kexis, the betrayed!
out of
Psylocke, the defiled!